Tropical storm Sepat has just formed near Ogasawara Islands. It's right now located at 24.6 north, 1.4.7 east, as of midnight, June 23, 2025. It currently has a gusting winds of 35 knots or 40 miles per hour, pressure of 1,002 millibars. Its path is moving northwestward at 10 knots with a TCOS of code blue with a score of 32 points. Sepat has built up its intensity quickly after being marked as a disturbance. It's now swirling close to Ogasawara and will steadily strengthen as it approaches Kanto or particularly Tokyo. I expect it not being quite a beast with this projection. There's a minimal tropical storm due to its high latitude. You can see that low-level circulation is still partly exposed. That contributes to a T2.5 or 35 knots. The pad is now 230 miles from Iwo Jima, 232 from Ogasawara, 723 from Miyakijima, 768 from Oshima, and 817 miles from Tokyo. Tropical storm force winds chance in the next 3 days is 86% for Ogasawara, 78% for Hachijo, and 30% for Iwo Jima. At this point, no tropical cyclone warning is in effect for any landmass. JTWC forecasts Sepat to move northwest in the next 24 hours before gradually bends to north-northwestward and eventually north as it approaches Tokyo. A landfall is not expected, and afterwards the storm will turn northeast and become extratropical outside Chiba on Thursday morning. I suggest an earlier change to north in the next 36 hours. Sepat will persist the trend right before going away from Miyakijima and through northeast. Thus, it will bear closer to Tokyo. The sea surface temperature is currently high with about 29 to 30 Celsius. At this point, 20 knots shear is not giving much. Sepat's intensification, it will improve when passing north of Ogasawara Islands. However, when the storm gets closer to Izu Islands, the shear will prevent it from getting more powerful with 25 to 30 knots of shear. Having with the rainfall forecast, over 100 millimeters of rain is forecast in Kanto, Chubu, Tohoku, and flash floods are therefore possible. And here are the multimodal comparison. The intensity will steadily go up and generally peak at 40 to 45 knots on Wednesday. DSHP and HFSA even call for 50 knots peak, which is unlikely. Particularly, DSHP calls for persistence in strength up to Wednesday evening when Sepat touches Tokyo. Deep layer shear might go down as the intensity peaks before rising on Wednesday evening. The majority of tracks are looking for a boomerang near Tokyo, except for ECMF and HWRF, which both predict a landfall in Kanto before heading offshore again. Sea surface temperature will slowly fall down before reaching landfall, yet there's not much of effects on Sepat's strengthening, and relative humidity will dip for a while tomorrow before rising up to 80% in the next days.